How you doing, YouTube? My name's Dustin, also known as Tex, and today I'm here to teach you how to not be absolute dog shit on Spider-Man on a controller. Proof, I got a controller in my hands. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is go to your settings, go over to controller, go to combat, where this says change hero and it has Spidey's face, or if you're not in the practice range, it won't have his face, but you can just click here, click that, set it to Spidey only settings, and you're want to go ahead and turn off automatic swing and turn on hold the swing. And then you're gonna want to come fuck with your binds, because the default binds are dog shit. I don't know how anybody plays with them. So here's my binds if you want to go ahead and copy them. The important things are get over here, it needs to be on a different button than get over here targeting, which I have is L1 and R1. Get over here targeting is going to be how you pull yourself to them. Get over here is going to be how you pull them to you. You need to have them on different buttons, otherwise there's latency and it comes out weird and you end up wasting the fucking ability half the time. You don't want to deal with that, so you change the binds. And then you don't need a melee attack bind because you only have melee attacks. So I have my primary attack, which is called Spider Power, on circle because I have my web clusters on R2 or B and right trigger. You can do this however you want to do it. This is the easiest way I found, in the most convenient way. Just make sure you have it on something that you can use and it's comfortable for you. Once you get your binds all sorted out, then there's a couple basic concepts you want to understand on Spider-Man. Before you ever get into a game, I recommend coming to the practice range and then just swinging around for a minute, understanding how his momentum carries, and understanding the difference between a swing that goes towards the upper half of your screen versus a swing like this, which is more like a dash. The next thing movement-wise you should probably know is when you're swinging, uppercuts carry your momentum. So you can swing as long as you don't go through that final animation. I'll show you what I'm talking about. When you swing too long, you go into this animation and you lose all your momentum. But if you let go halfway through and you uppercut, you keep your momentum and you keep going for a while. And then the last important movement tech that you're gonna need is the Spidey B-hop, which is just a dash towards the lower half of your screen, normally at the ground, and then you shoot a web cluster right at the end like that, and you just keep bunny hopping with it. If you fuck it up, you're gonna double jump, so you just gotta time it. And this is gonna be your primary way of getting out, because half the time you're gonna get caught looking at the bottom of your screen, and because you're on controller, you don't have time to get all the way up there and do that. So instead you just look further out and you B-hop out, and you can hold it for pretty long just like that. It's just another way to carry your momentum and get you in and out faster. So again, you get the ground, Spidey B-hop. That's primarily why I have my swing on L2 and my web cluster on R2. It just makes it more fluent to press them in unison. Okay, before we talk about combos, the first thing you're gonna want to understand is your uppercuts and melee attacks do more damage when the enemy's hit by a web cluster. See how that took away like 2/3 of his HP? If I come over here and I just uppercut, that's the damage difference. He was like right there somewhere. The uppercut's AoE, but you get the point. You're always gonna do more damage if you hit with a web cluster first. Alright, so the first combo you're gonna want to learn is called bread and butter combo. It's the most common combo you're gonna be using. You're gonna hit them with a web cluster, R1 to pull yourself in, uppercut, and then you'll finish it. I like to finish it with, hold on, give me 1 second. So you're gonna do your bread and butter combo. I like to finish it with another web cluster and a melee, but as long as you use the get over here during the combo, as long as you use the bread and butter, that'll kill up to 275 HP. I'll show you over here on this Luna. And that bread and butter combo will kill up to 275 HP. So you do your web cluster, pull yourself in, uppercut, web cluster, melee. And that kills 250 and 275 HP targets. Now there's another way to do this combo. It requires another tech in which you're gonna show you on nothing real quick. Uppercut, and then you're gonna web sling animation cancel, which is just a web sling, but because we have hold to swing on, we just let it go to cancel it and immediately shoot a web cluster afterwards. And what that's gonna do is force your overhead to come out, which does more damage than a basic melee. However, personally, I don't feel any reason to use this particular combo because that kills up to 275 HP targets, and you're really not going to find too many 300 HP targets that you want to fight. However, if you don't use the get over here targeting, so you just go in, punch, uppercut, like that, you leave them in 1 HP. So that's where I think the overhead comes into play. You're going to do a web cluster and then an uppercut, followed by the animation cancel into the overhead, which is going to look like this. And that'll one-shot them without the get over here targeting. However, on a 250 HP target, you don't need the animation cancel. Again, 275 HP target, you leave them in 1 HP, assuming you haven't used the get over here. If you do have to get over here, you don't need the overhead. But if you don't use the get over here, you're gonna want to do the animation cancel, assuming it's a 275 HP target. But it's pretty redundant on a 250 HP target. Now, the next combo you're gonna want to learn builds off of the bread and butter and just adds the Venom team up. Now, you're not always gonna have a Venom team up, but it's extremely useful against 250 HP targets. I don't use it too much against 275 HP unless they're lower than full. You really don't want to be using it on a full health 275 HP plus target. You want to stick to 250 HP targets because it basically deletes them. So what it's going to look like, again, the normal bread and butter. But this time, you're going to double tap triangle or Y at the end of it. It's going to look like this. And the second tap on Y or triangle is to cancel your team up. So again, it's going to look like this. And my favorite way to use it is against flyers. So if they have a storm, if they have an Iron Man, I'll fly up, find them. Hold on, use 1 HP. And my favorite way to use this combo is on flyers. So if they have a storm or an Iron Man, I'll zip up. Bang. Just completely deletes them. Bread and butter combo can also be done pulling the target towards you. And that will work on up to 275 HP targets as well. The only difference is you're starting with the pull, following with a web cluster into an uppercut, and then a melee. So it's going to look like this. Boom. Web cluster, uppercut, web cluster, melee. Now obviously, you could do the same thing. Go into the overhead. There's really no point if you pull them first. But that's how it's going to look if you're going to go into the overhead. Again, I'll do it on Luna. Pull, web cluster, uppercut, web cluster, melee. The situations you're going to use the pull version of the bread and butter combo in. Let's say they had a cloak and dagger assault. You need to pull her out. Bang, just like that. And now the whole cloak and dagger ult's canceled. Let's say maybe it's triple support, right? You swing in somewhere behind them, get close. Cloak's over there. You don't want to go in. You're afraid of a sleep, or she's gonna cloak or whatever. Pull the Luna away from her team. Hit the bread and butter. Another option. It's obviously it's a little harder because it takes a skill shot. But honestly, a lot of the time, it's even more viable than the bread and butter itself, than the normal version of the bread and butter. Now, if you're ever caught in a situation without cooldowns and you're stuck in a fight, the fastest way you're going to kill somebody is alternating your web clusters and your melees like this. You just want to alternate them. Web cluster, melee, web cluster, melee, web, bang. Web cluster, melee, web cluster, melee, web cluster. A lot of times I'll end up doing that at the start of the fight. Then I saved all my cooldowns. I can get out for a second, get healed, go back in, and then engage with my cooldowns. As long as you understand the fact that everything does more damage when it's tagged with the web cluster, you're already better than 95% of Spider-Man, because a lot of people sitting here do all this, you're doing no damage. You're tickling them. But I start using web clusters, now all of a sudden I'm actually a threat to kill something. The last thing you need to understand when playing Spidey on controller is how to pull people off the map. So the most basic, simple way is going to be to hop once off the map, pull. Hold on, I fucked it up. The most simple way is going to be to hop once off the map, pull, double jump, and then zip yourself back onto the map. I don't know if I'm going to be able to land it, but there is a more complicated way of doing this. This is the TikTok clips you always see. You're going to want to B-hop, uppercut, web cancel, and pull them off with you. I was obviously way too low when I did it. It's extremely hard to pull off on controller. I don't even recommend going for it, but if you do want to go for it, the way to do it is you're going to B-hop, uppercut, and right before you press your pull button, you want to tap L2 or whatever your web swing button is. You just want to tap it. You don't want it to connect to anything though. You just want to tap it so that it cancels. Now, if you go to pull somebody off the map and you accidentally waste your double jump, you just zip back to the map. Because even if you do pull them and you double jump, you can't get back up. You're just gonna die. In 99% of the spots, the pull spots on the map, you're just gonna die. So again, you want to single hop, pull, double jump, and then zip back on the map. Now that you understand the basic principles of Spider-Man, let's go ahead, hop into a game, and I can show you how it's done. I know you're gonna say, it's only gold. I've only lost one game on console so far, and this is where most of y'all at anyway. First order of business, insta-lock Spidey. Oh, fuck. Anyway, first order of business, insta-lock Spidey. We don't have a Venom, but you really don't need the team up anyway. Oh shit. Got Moon Knight, and now we get out. Take a better angle. Going for the Scarlet. Get out. There's no point in waiting around in the fight without cooldowns. Odds are you're gonna die. Go for this Moon Knight. Now we get away from Groot. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna bunny hop, and my Groot walls me. Look for this rocket. Now I gotta get out. It doesn't matter if you miss your webs. The biggest thing about Spider-Man is staying alive, constantly being a gnat. Even if you miss your shots, they were worried about you for 5 seconds. Now you need to get out and live so you can charge your cooldowns back and come back in 10-15 seconds. Got the cloak and dagger. Got out, wait for my cooldowns. I whiffed there, but my teammate was there to help me. Again, get out when danger is present. Made a stupid decision, got myself stuck in there with a Groot. Got the Scarlet Witch. Go back, health pack, go back in the fight. Round's about to end, so I'm gonna go in for real. 6-0, my team was kind of dominating that fight, so there's not a lot I get to show you, but you get the point. Get in, get out, whether you get your kill or not. The biggest thing is make sure you're going in with cooldowns and getting out before you're out of cooldowns, or when you're out of cooldowns, so you can fight sooner rather than later. Yes, you want to keep uptime, but more important than uptime, you want to stay alive. Fly up, take a good position early. Wait for a good opportunity to get a pick, or maybe go in with ult. Oh, I've got all 3 healers here. I gotta hit a shot. Got 2 healers. I'm still full HP. I'm about to have my cooldowns back. I can look for another fight. I fucked up there using the get over here targeting. I didn't need it. You don't want to waste that ability if you don't need it. Pulling the Scarlet there doesn't let the Punisher punish me. So we're peeking that. Get away from that. Pull the Mantis in. She's dead. Here's somebody coming behind. Whiffed everything there, but was still a big enough distraction. Penny killed him. Get out. I'm not killing that Punisher without dying. Try to pull the Scarlet. Scarlet's a bad, not a good priority target for you. Just because she can invis out of most of your combos. Here's somebody stomping behind me. Don't know where they went. Got Jeff. Now I get out. Going for this Mantis. I gotta get out now. Cloak and Dagger ulted. They're just using all their ults and spawn. Yeah, we kind of dominated them in that game. I don't think I'm gonna get a more competitive gameplay for you guys, but overall, that's a great Spidey game. Lived, didn't die once. Got picks when it was the opportune moment. And if you start playing like that, you're gonna rank up quick. Okay, let's not fuck this up this time. First order of business: insta-lock Spider-Man immediately. A really beneficial tip I can give you is to go to Necros's YouTube channel and watch some Spidey rollouts, memorize them. They're gonna be your most optimal ways to get to point. I don't have them memorized, to be honest, but they are gonna be the most optimal ways to get to point. We saw that at Spidey Venom, so I'm gonna look for the Spidey off rip. He has the Venom team up. The quicker I can take him out. Uppercutted him. He's back in spawn. He doesn't have his Venom cooldown though, so I can take that 1v1. Sue Storm's one shot. She got out. Get out. Spidey can't chase me. I don't know what the button to request healing is on console, but I'll just go grab a health pack. Use a swing to get in. We're down to one swing. This next swing needs to be to get out. Got the Spidey. We can stay in because they're not paying attention. Use that last swing to get out. And we got the Sue Storm low. Go back in. Sit on the wall for a second. Wait for them to come out of spawn. There's nothing we can do with their spawn door. Go for this Sue Storm. Didn't get her. That's fine. Spidey's looking at me and Black Panther's there. I need to get out of here. I just sat in the open for too long. Don't get caught doing what I'm doing, spinning around in circles, not looking at shit. Ideally, I get out there or get back to the wall and look for a new target. Okay, we got one swing to go in with, one swing to get out with. This is it's a rough game. It's a hard game to try to teach somebody how to play Spider-Man because the other team is so bad, but Spidey's dead. Stay out of range of the Punisher turret. In general, you can kind of swing around in front of his turret. He's not really gonna hit you. Didn't finish my combo. I get the fuck out. Loki just went invisible. I hit that Hawkeye, but I can't see him. Let me get the cover. Going in. Hawkeye's dead. Sue Storm dead. And there's nothing we can do about the Punisher. Ult on this Loki. Because why not? We're rolling him so bad. Punisher's farmed ult. That's on me. I shouldn't be swinging around in front of a Punisher ult. I should have got out of there a long time ago. I don't know why I sat there. Now I've got a swing to go in with. And a swing to get out with. Look for this Punisher. He's easy kill. Got him. I didn't get the perfect combo off, but I got him. You don't necessarily want to be pressuring tanks, but you do have the option to on Spider-Man. But if you're gonna pressure tanks, make absolutely sure you're alternating your web clusters and your melees, and you're gonna want to use a lot of the overhead. I just heard a Penny sit down. Mine's out there, so I'm gonna go from the right. Immediately look for a swing. I see a rocket on his own. He backed off. Had a shot on the Sue Storm. Now I need to get out. Knowledge of health packs is always good to have, especially on a dive character. Get out. Now the Punisher's alone. He doesn't have turret in there. Ready to get out. He's got a rocket with him. I don't want to get infinite ammo dropped on me when I'm already 100 HP. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to do too much on that attack round, but you get the point. Get out before it's too late. Alternate your left and right clicks. Bread and butter combo is your everything. And living is more important than your uptime on this hero. You do not need to constantly be doing damage on Spider-Man. On Spider-Man, your presence and kill potential are way more important than your uptime, although you still want to try to keep a decent uptime. In general, it's going to be the hardest hero to play. You're not going to immediately jump to one above all by watching this video. This will get you set in the right direction. And if you start playing Spider-Man like this, you'll immediately probably rank up at least to Plat Diamond. All right, that's all I got for y'all. I hope you have a better experience in your games. I hope you rank up a few times from watching this video. Have a good night, y'all.